Would you like the Mastercard Foundation to pay for your entire tuition fee to study for a master's degree at Cambridge? I am talking about this Mastercard, and yes, I'm talking about this University of Cambridge. This is a fully funded 100% scholarship opportunity available for Africans and Africans alone. You can study almost any course for your master's, and Mastercard will pay 100% of your tuition fee and expenses. I am not kidding. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the details, the step to follow, and the tiny scholarship secrets that you can only find on this channel. So make sure you watch this video till the very end and remember to take action and apply. You know how we do it here. This is your #1 YouTube channel where you find top quality videos regarding fellowships, scholarships, ships, and experiences that help you discover Africa abroad. My name is E to the M to the D to the double E, Emdee Tiamiyu. In case you're seeing my face for the very first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the time for you to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends, because I am sure this video would be very beneficial to someone that you know. If you're a returning subscriber, you've been here before, I love you a lot. Welcome back. This video is proudly sponsored by Student. Student is one of the largest student accommodation platforms in the world. They have over 16,000 properties listed. If you are traveling abroad for your education, whether that is by scholarship or by you paying for yourself, you do not need to sleep under the bridge. You do not need to sleep in train stations. You do not need to die in this abroad cold weather. Student got you. In 3 simple steps, they get you accommodation guaranteed and waiting for you even before you lift your travel box. So why not try them today? The best part of the Student package for me is if something goes south and you don't eventually proceed on your education, you don't travel anymore, they are happy and willing to give you 100% of your money back, so you are fully covered. Why not try it today and be glad? Without further ado, guys, let's get to the details of the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship for 2023.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air.
Mastercard is a global payment solutions platform that we all know and we all use. Don't tell me that you're hearing about Mastercard for the first time. I hope you're not. All right, let's be honest. Mastercard makes a lot of money every year. And to give some of this money back to the society, they have this side project, the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility side, that they call the Mastercard Foundation. It's been around for a long time. I personally have been a Mastercard Foundation mentor for about 6 years now. All right, this time around, the Mastercard Foundation is partnering with the University of Cambridge, and they're looking to help contribute to the conversation of climate resiliency and sustainability in Africa. They want to do this by sponsoring young, talented Africans who would come to study for a master's degree. But this master's degree does not need to be in something environmental. The approach they are trying to use is multidisciplinary. That is, if everybody comes together from the different angles, we can solve this problem better. So whether you are from the science, like the STEM engineering aspect, that's cool. Whether you are in the social sciences, even if you're doing something like creative art or writing, whatever it is you want to study, do not disqualify yourself. There are only a little bit of exceptions of courses you cannot choose for this scholarship, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Now let's talk about the benefit, because I know you cannot wait. First and foremost, for you to benefit from this scholarship, remember they're looking for students from marginalized and hard to reach communities in Africa. These are things to keep in mind. There are a lot of benefit to this scholarship, and I'll start with the very first one, which is 100% of your tuition fee paid. There's nobody that doesn't like the sound of this. You're not going to end up with student loan or looking for a shift or work to pay for your tuition. So really cool. The second thing that you benefit immediately from this scholarship is all of your expenses paid. I'm talking about your travel costs, your visa costs, your health surcharge when you are in the UK, and everything else in between. The Mastercard Foundation pays for this as well. They also pay you an allowance for you to get a laptop. You're going to be doing some form of research, so you need a laptop and they're going to buy that for you. Are you already excited, as I am? All right, number 4 is that on this scholarship, you get a monthly stipend. That is some money that they pay you like a salary to keep you going, so you are not always missing home or struggling, to work while you study. All of this stress is taken off you. And 5th, which I think is incredible, is that they also give you an allowance for your dependents. So if you have children, they would pay you some money to keep them alive as well, which already tells you that you can bring your children while you're studying for this master's degree. I have not come across scholarship opportunities that are this beautiful. Although for your dependent children, they must come in under the UK immigration laws for foreign students, if you know what I mean. I did an entire video about that, talking about student visas and the new potential changes in the law. I know you're thinking about this benefit now, and you're already asking, how in the world do I qualify for this and what are the requirements? There are a couple of things to keep in mind. The very first one is you must be African. You must come from an African country and be able to demonstrate that your community is marginalized or that you are from an economically disadvantaged background. How will they confirm this? Well, it's not that easy, but first they'll check your document. There's some countries that automatically, once you hear their name, the media has done so much on their behalf to make them look poor. However, if you are not from a country like that, that takes us to the next level of the things you mention in your documentation. You're going to be submitting a personal statement, for example, and they're going to be asking you a question. Lot of questions actually during your interview and also while you are filling the application form for this scholarship. So you want to make sure that it is apparent and you emphasize your background and your marginalization factor, because they will be checking this. I made a video that could help you with interview stories when they ask you how do you present these things. First thing. The second thing is you must also be ordinarily resident in Africa. So if you are from Ghana, you should be living in Ghana or another African country, for example, except you have evidence to show that you have been displaced or that you are temporarily out of the country for work or for study. In fact, they also have a room for special help for people who are kind of refugees who are living in another country. But what they're expecting normally is that you are African, one, and that you live in Africa, not necessarily your own country. I hope that makes sense. The third requirement is that you must be applying for a master's degree course that is up to 1 year. You cannot apply for courses that are not up to a year, like a 9-month course or a 6-month course, all right? These are part of the things that make you qualify for the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship. The fourth one is that you can apply for almost any course of your choice, the exact one that you really like, except for a few exceptions, e.g. Masters in Accountancy. If that's what you want to study, this scholarship will not cover you. Masters in Business Administration, Masters in Finance or Corporate Law, and a few other ones. But everything else on the table is up for grabs. If these 4 things look like you, then I don't know exactly what's stopping you. And talking about deadlines, you have to lock these in. I'm going to teach you how to apply in just a moment. You have to lock your application in on or before the 5th day of January 2023. I don't know the date or time that you're watching, but I believe you should still have a couple of days or weeks to quickly lock in your application before the window closes. And just in case you're watching beyond the application date, This is still good information to keep, and I hope that you stay subscribed so that you don't get late to opportunities like this. So how do you apply? And this is the most important aspect of this video. There are two wings to this process. One is the university side and the other is the scholarship board side. For the university side, we call it step one. In this step one, there are two things to do. First is you need to apply for a master's. Fair enough. You will need to go to the course directory of the University of Cambridge. This is the place where they have all of the courses they are offering for the 2023-2024 academic session. I put the link in the description, but before you go, you may want to hear about what you need to do. When you click on that link, it would show you all of the courses that you can choose from. Remember the little exceptions that I mentioned earlier. Choose the course that you know you naturally qualify for based on your previous education and based on the things you care about. You will need to apply for this master's course. All right, that's step number one. But here is the thing: University of Cambridge is a very prestigious university and they get a lot of applications. So to make sure not just random people are applying, they have an application fee of 50 quid. Yeah, 50 pounds. 50 pounds right now is about 50,000 naira, and this could be a lot of money, but you will not be able to submit your application without paying. Now, a lot of African countries are already waived. That is, they already waived the application fee for you automatically. However, if you're from a country that is not waived and you want to take advantage of this opportunity, you will need to pay that application fee of 50 pounds to the university, not to Emdee Tiamiyu, to the university, but the Mastercard Foundation would refund your money. They'll pay you back that money by you filling what they call the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship waiver form. That form could also be found on the University of Cambridge website. So these are the two things to do on the university side of things. The second part of this is the scholarship side of things. You now need to go and tell the Mastercard Foundation that I have applied to University of Cambridge and this is why I think you should pay for my tuition. All right, so there's a university on one side and then there's a scholarship board. The Mastercard Foundation have created a form, this form, and I'm going to be putting the link in the description, where you're going to simply just tell them your name, the course you want to study, and they will require you your application number. This is an 8-digit unique code that the university will give you when you are applying. So you supply that code so they can know who is applying. You supply that code you got from the University of Cambridge to the form you are filling in the Mastercard Foundation portal or form, if you like it, and that's it. And another tiny secret is that while you're filling the scholarship form, make sure you tick that economically marginalized background box. It is very, very important because they would naturally, I can bet this, they would naturally be sieving out everybody who ticks that box. If you could tick other boxes as well, e.g. if you're female or if you have a disability, every box that you can legitimately tick, please tick those, but make sure that you are staying true to your story. The second secret again is make sure that in your personal statement or in your justification for wanting this course or wanting this scholarship, you touch on climate resiliency and sustainability. This could be something you have done or something that you hope to do. Because let's be honest, for you to qualify for this, you need to tell us how you're going to support Mastercard Foundation's effort in fighting climate change and pushing for climate resiliency and sustainability in Africa. The final kind of secret from my end is they would also need you to have a conditional offer of admission as at the time they are reviewing the application. So the faster you can apply for that course, the earlier you can get a conditional offer. And what does it take? Not a lot. I did an entire video on how you could get conditional offers and get an admission within the UK. It's not even very difficult. Once you submit all of the documents, they'll review it and give you a conditional offer. Unconditional offers come in when you have already paid the tuition, and that's not what we're talking about in this video. So that's it, guys. Remember that you can always reach out to me for one-on-one support regarding coaching for your personal statement if you need it to be worked out, your CV if you need that to be tidied up or built entirely. You would also benefit from interview coaching sessions if you're going for an interview and you want me to prep you up, or you just need clarity on a particular subject matter. You can use any of the links in the description to book a session or to reach out to me. Until the next time when I come your way again with another fantastic opportunity, remember that you have a right to be motivated.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.